Modern Warfare 3 ranked play is in its absolute worst state, and the game has pretty much died from a viewership standpoint. And there's three major reasons for this. The first, of course, is cheaters. As far as I can tell, Ricochet anti-cheat has been neglected of any updates for well over a month now, and maybe even longer, so there's no way to play the game on PC in Crimson lobbies or higher without running into blatant hackers. We've had plenty of years in Call of Duty where the cheating got bad, but none of them as bad as this one. In Vanguard, there were still blatant hackers, but full stacks of cheaters didn't really start until around Modern Warfare 2, and they've gotten way worse since then. Nowadays, the only way to have fun on PC Ranked is truly just to play on alt accounts, but even then, you can still run into cheaters that are boosting up into the top ranks. I've made way too many videos ranting about cheaters, so I'll keep this portion of this video a little bit shorter, but there was somebody that got exposed of cheating in the World Series of Warzone or during a last chance qualifier for the World Series of Warzone, and the only reason that they got exposed was because some group messages leaked of them explaining how they were going to use their hacks or talking about how they're going to use their hacks, adapting the settings to make sure that they were unable to be detected. The craziest part to me is that if that group message never got leaked, that person would still be cheating to this day, and even with their cheats on, they still didn't qualify, which is first of all sad, but second of all makes me feel bad for the teams that didn't qualify because they got taken out by the cheaters in the first place. I think gaming on PC as a whole has just kind of died because of the cheating situation, and it's going to stay that way until we get some sort of massive overhaul in the anti-cheat department, which I don't think is going to happen, which is why over the past year and a half, I've been fully on PS5 with crossplay off for anything ranked play. I'll switch back over to PC here and there just because it has better frames, better input delay, but still if I'm playing for wagers or if I'm grinding ranked play, I've nonstop been on the PS5 with crossplay off for ranked play, and it's been amazing so far. That kind of brings me to the next point of why Modern Warfare 3 ranked play is dead right now, and that's even with crossplay off and crossplay off lobbies. The game is plagued with 4 stacks of people that are just breaking every GA in the book. They're one-waying, they're stair glitching, they're using every GA weapon they can, and I'm pretty sure the reason they're doing this is to boost themselves up into ranks that they haven't been able to get to in previous seasons, like people pushing to iridescent or pushing to top 250 that haven't quite made it there before. And as annoying as it is to play against those players, can't really knock them too much because it's in the game. 4 stacking is allowed, 4 smokes are allowed, stair glitching is allowed. It's cheesy, but it's just one of the reasons why ranked play is super stale at the moment, just because when I play on console only, I feel like I'm either running into those 4 stacks of people breaking every single GA that they can, or I'm running into crimsons or diamonds and not really having much competition. There's not really a ton of in the middle lobbies for me right now. And if you're someone who's solo or duo queues in the upper ranks on console, you kind of know what I'm talking about. The way that I feel like they could fix this from Call of Duty side of things, they should take notes from other ranked play systems like XDefiant or Valorant, and the upper rank should only be able to duo queue or solo queue. There's such a skill difference from having good comms and chemistry with your teammates that the best way to make that even across the board would be to fully remove the ability to 4 stack as a team, especially in those upper ranks. In the lower ranks like Diamond and below, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but anything Crimson, Iridescent, and above should definitely be solo or duo queue only. And the other point, because I'm sure people on console are also using cheating devices like Cronus's, Zims, so on and so forth, I feel like one huge improvement to ranked play would be to remove the ability to live ping. They should keep normal pings in and they should keep the danger pings in, but live pinging is kind of too much of a problem, especially when people have live pinging devices or software tools that make it so that it auto pings every time they aim in. Running into something like that is super cheesy and not competitive, and in my opinion, pretty much a way of cheating. So going into Black Ops 6, those would be my 2 biggest changes that I would want to see going forward for ranked play. Again, the solo and duo queue only in upper ranks, and then live pinging being removed. And then the next point that I want to talk about, why I think ranked play is super stale right now, is before champs in Vanguard, before champs in Modern Warfare 2, ranked play was still fun, the community was still playing, and the streams were still very active. I think there's something about the game that is not as enticing long term. And after talking about this on stream today, I actually think it's the maps, which is weird to say. But looking back on MW2, I think we can all agree that it's a worse game across the board, minus the maps. If you compare the throwback maps of the current Modern Warfare 3, like Invasion, Karachi, Subbase, I'm not really dying to play those maps right now. Whereas if you take me back to Modern Warfare 2, Hotel or Mercado or even Hydro, those maps played a lot better, especially for Hardpoint. So I think that might factor into the longevity of the game being a little bit better for Modern Warfare 2 than Modern Warfare 3 in my opinion. Vanguard might not be the same. I didn't really like too many of the Vanguard maps other than maybe Tuscan, but still I don't remember it being mid-July and us already being completely done with ranked play. This is something that's new to me and we have a long off season ahead of us, so I'm going to have to decide how to make content fresh and to keep having fun over the next couple months leading up to Black Ops 6. Of course, we have the Black Ops 6 beta coming up in COD Next, which I'll be going to, so stay tuned on my Twitch stream there, where I'll be streaming Black Ops 6 early on August 28th. But until then, we're going to have some fun changing it up, maybe doing some challenges, some more solo queuing, and a ton of other things that we'll come up with along the way. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think in a comment down below, and I will catch you next time at lunchtime.